What's up, y'all? I was so tired. I was like, should I even go? But it ain't nothing on TV. And I said, I'm just gonna go live for a few minutes. But let me see who's in here, who is still up. Scorpio Goddess. Hey, Josephine. Hey, Cheryl. What's going on? Kimberly, Rebecca, Brandy, Tanisha. Cheryl, that's video. Yeah, I did. Pammy Pooh, what's going on, girl? Miss Lysander. I know, Kimberly. Listen, girl. Listen, I'm almost like I was so quick to backing out. But listen, I just want to. Hey, Jackie. Listen, I'm gonna tell y'all something. I have I would say an unpopular opinion. Hey, Caster 66. So we all meet again. These YouTube streets have been busy today. I think I'm gonna take my nosy ass home after this live. Hey, I ain't that somebody. Y'all not, I promise y'all not gonna be on here that long. I ain't gonna be on here that long. I ain't gonna be on here long. But I'm gonna say this, y'all. I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna tell y'all what I think about this situation. I really think that, and some may agree or not agree with me. First of all, nobody wants to be abused. Hey JV, hey beautiful. Nobody wants to be abused. Hey down south, where you been? Oh Lord, listen, nobody wants to be abused, y'all. I would never encourage anybody to be in an abusive relationship. But here's my take on it. There is such thing as, I'm pretty sure all of us women can sit and realize we have self-infliction and self-sabotage. We do that to ourselves. This young lady, bottom line is, she did not, we all took, all the content creators went live multiple times for over 2 years, almost 2 years, and encouraged this girl, go heal, go find yourself, spend time with your kids. That's not what she decided to do. She decided to take up a whole nother relationship with another young man. And this man had total signs from the beginning of who he was, how he moved, and what he wanted, and his motives. His motives from the beginning, he showed signs of abuse. He showed all he seen was a young lady at some type of premiere or whatever, thought she was this and all that. And so he said, I'm going to get with her, blah, blah, blah. Boom, that's what he did. Y'all, to blame Jonelle, now don't get me wrong, D-Ham out there, D-Ham, I love you, but to blame Jonelle, to me as a woman, it's a stretch. And I'm going to tell you why. It's because Jonelle showed who he was when he walked in that door. When he came into her life, he showed her who he was. It was up to her to say, hey, listen, I just got out of a situation, or I'm going through a situation. I have kids I need to look after. And so I need to focus on them, and I need to heal. I cannot be in a relationship. And it was up to him as a man to say, you know what, sis, I like you, you cool, you beautiful. Any other time, man, you could be in a relationship, but you got too much going on. And hey, if you want to be friends, and once you get over your situation, you heal, that's when me and you can do whatever. Both of them was irresponsible. To hold one weight on the other, I don't agree with that. Hey, A Stokes, I don't agree with that. I don't agree with that. As women, we are responsible for protecting our children. Hey, Bridget, we are responsible for protecting our children. We are responsible for bringing people around our children. It was her responsibility as a mother to protect her children. It is her responsibility who she brings in the house. A man is not going to do but what you allow him to do. He can't come in your house if you don't open the door. He can't come in your yard if you don't allow him to drive in it. He can't meet your kids unless you introduce him. She has the power over all of this. Now, we can say he could have did this as a man, he could have did that as a man, but at the end of the day, he can't do and go as far as what she allows him to go as far as. Now, second point, she went on this rant about Robert and the abuse for for over a year. She said this, she said that, knowing that it was untrue. Okay. So then when the situation comes out about Janelle, she says, no, you content creators are this, stop talking about him, blah, blah, blah. She even did a whole live in her car saying that it's not him. She even went as far as, just like Upper said, as to put the abuse on RH. Not only did she accuse the man, she turned around and put more abuse of what Janelle did on RH. She silenced her bees. She silenced the beehive. She said, don't speak on him, blah, blah, blah. So everybody was quiet. Hey, Candy Girl. So everybody was quiet. The bees chose not to say anything. The bees chose to take a silent stance on it and not say anything. Okay, they chose to continue to promote Janelle. They chose to continue to praise him. They chose to continue to bash the people that were trying to expose him for her, to help her out. But what did she do? She debunked everything. She helped them talk trash about the people who was trying to expose her. She helped do all of that. Okay. She went back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. So my question is, why should anybody stand up for her now? Why should anybody say anything for her about her now? Why should anybody get on their live and come and bring up a whole nother saga against Janelle for her? Why should anybody do that? Why? And I'm just saying, it is Amore's choice to go live and speak about if she wants to. But why should Amore come out now and say anything? Because as of right now, the only reason why she would even be tempted to say it is because of the simple fact is Janelle's behavior within the last 48 hours or what she posted on her page. Now, granted, I feel very bad for her, but all this shit is self-inflicted. All this shit is self-sabotage. This is self-sabotage because Janelle showed you who he was several times during the abuse. When he's talking to you all kind of way, he don't acknowledge you on his platform like that. Not the way you do him. He embarrasses every chance he gets. He spits in your face. He put his hands on your child, and all of a sudden, everybody wants to act surprised, like, "Oh my gosh, you know, how could he do this? How could he leave her? You know, how could they get in a fight when she just said she was pregnant?" Whose fault is that? That's all I'm saying. And if I'm being mean about it, forgive me, but whose fault is that? Everybody wants to all of a sudden jump on Janelle, and everybody, I mean, I don't like the dude. I don't like his character. I don't like his behavior only because of what he did with LaTruth's daughter. That's the only reason why I have something against him, because of the way he acted with another man's child. I did not approve of that. That was way out of line. That was way out of line. So now all of a sudden, when she all of a sudden gets pregnant, she's in a vulnerable position. She is now coming out and saying all this stuff. And granted, it may be true, but I say let her fight this on her own. I say let her fight. I say give her this battle, and I say let her fight it on her own. The simple fact is, you still haven't, even though she got on a video recording, somebody caught on her video recording saying that Robert really didn't abuse her. Okay, fine, whatever. But it was, you went on several whatever social media, interviews and all that stuff, saying and adding on and exaggerating the abuse, that what didn't even happen. You did all this. Wouldn't it be fair for her to go back and redact all that stuff? Go on a public platform, go back to them same interviews and redact that statement. Redact what you said. Redact all of that, and then maybe somebody might come out and say, hey, listen, you know, we might help you expose Janelle, might help you do that. Y'all think that girl don't know what she's doing? She put all of that. She didn't put it on her public platform because she don't want, one, she didn't put it on her big page is because, one, it's probably real, and two, she don't want the negative content or the negative feedback. So she put it on the page that doesn't have, you know, as much views, and she probably don't get paid. She uses certain pages for certain content. That small page is used for the foolishness. The big page is used to make her image look like she's squeaky clean. You know, let's get it straight. She uses a certain page for BS and another page for content. I mean, let's just be real about it. So she put that on her page because she knows content creators are looking at everything that she's putting on there. So guess what? If content creators get a whiff of what she posted today, just like what I read it on D Ham's platform, Reddit. She know we're gonna get a whiff of that, and guess what we gonna do? We gonna First thing we gonna do is what we're doing now. We're putting content on it. She feels like we might go after Jonelle. We might all of a sudden feel bad for her and go after Jonelle or whatever. I say no. I say no. That's me. I say no. Hey, Blueberry Boots. I say no. I say everybody stand down. I said let her do this fight by herself. That's my opinion. I say you got to do this on your own, because what you gonna do? Recruit a whole nother crew of content creators to come to the rescue and start talking about Jonelle. And let's get something about that NDA straight. That NDA only means that Jonelle can see and sue her for her money if she speaks his name. Okay, that's what that NDA means. It means that she'll probably lose her Facebook check if she speaks his name. That's what it's gonna lose. But girl, you don't lost your dignity. You don't lost your pride. You don't lost your respect. You don't lost all of that already. What's a couple of dollars? What's a couple of dollars? So, in my opinion, and y'all might say I'm wrong, but I say Amore say nothing unless Amore just wants to report on just abuse in general and use him as an example. But her speaking out is like her taking up for Brie, and I wouldn't do it. I wouldn't do it. That's just me. I say still stay silent and keep it down. That's what I say. Exactly, beauty. Can we say I'm not respecting the woman that don't put. I'm sorry, I'm missing all y'all comments. Y'all know I usually read comments, but her first kids here, and I don't care who don't like it. Exactly, y'all. I mean, I just the whole time we had the true. I would say the true supporters, the true content creators. Granted, there might not have been all the time some correct feedback or the right feedback. It probably was in a negative way, but for the most part, I feel like the majority of the content creators try to really give her some real insight. Like, listen, girl, stop what you're doing and go heal. Let me tell you something. When you get out of a relationship such as what she described that she was in, a marriage, you need time to heal. And nobody's gonna sit here and tell me, oh, the timing is different, but you can't heal in 2 or 3 months. That's impossible, especially if you're describing that you went through and an emotional and mental toxic relationships. The only thing that you're going to do is you're going to duplicate the exact same relationship that you just came out of. You're going to pick the same type of man because you're not healed. A healed woman does not go after the same dude that she just left. And what I mean by that, the same characteristics, the same thing, the same abuse, the same mental. You see yourself in a totally different light when you start to heal. Because when you're healing, you can point out your own faults. You can point out your own flaws, and you can see what you contributed to making that relationship shitty. You can see, okay, what to me as a woman, what am I doing wrong? How did I contribute to the downfall of the situation? And you work on that. So when you get ready to get into the next relationship with the next man, guess what? You're going to be a totally different person, and your requirements and your standards are going to be different because you're a different person. But if you go into a relationship 30 days or 60 days after you still in a marriage, you're going to duplicate and recycle the same shit. That's what you're going to do. You're going to recycle the same exact shit. See, the problem is she has to have a man for validation and trying to prove something to LaTruth when he don't give a damn. LaTruth is here giving his best life. Yeah, I don't think let me tell you something. You know that saying, you better watch the hole that you dig for somebody because you're going to dig it or you can dig it for yourself. And that's exactly what has happened. You don't see him going through any type of problems. The only thing you see in LaTruth fight right now is her past people that have come and keep coming in his life, downing him, putting him down, still dogging him, still bashing him. That come from her. That's the only thing that he's still fighting to regain his name. Now you don't win and you don't damn near ruin a man's career, ruin his name with an allegation that was not true. And now all of a sudden what you did was you manifested your own abuse, you manifested this foolishness, and now all of a sudden you won't redact what you said about the first one, but you want other people to jump in and try to fight this battle for you that you done got into a second time. I say no. I say nah. I say no. Get somebody else to do it. That's what I say. I say get somebody else to do it. She digged that hole. She digged that hole for the truth, and she ended up falling in it. Now, let me say this. I would never want to see a woman in an abusive relationship. Never in my life. I think she deserves that? No, no woman deserves to be in an abusive relationship, whether it's mental, physical, um, emotional. No woman deserves to be in a relationship like that. But based on the things that she has done and based on her behavior, all of this stuff has manifested itself. And I say this time, people should let her fight her own battle this time and not speak up against Janelle, because this is something I feel like she should eat. Like, girl, this time you're going to have to fight this battle. And it's so because she's like the boy who cried wolf. You lied the first time. Everybody believes you. And they come to find out you lied. Now here comes the second person. Now you want everybody to stand up for, and you're screaming, it's real, it's real. Well, guess what? You lied so much the first time, nobody wants to be here for you the second time. So, and then you put everybody down, you call everybody names, you got people to dox other people, you got a whole crew to do all this ugly stuff to other people. And in return, really, you want these same people that you dog to turn around and come to your rescue. I say no. I say everybody stay silent. That's my take. Well, we got to keep it all the way, but period. I just that's just me. That's just me, y'all. Now, if you want to speak on abuse, speak on abuse. But would we be having this same y'all think about this? Would we be having this same conversation 2 weeks ago or a week ago when she was announcing a pregnancy and she was saying she's all happy and stuff? Would we be having the same conversation about Janelle's abuse? 3 weeks ago when she's on her vacation up in wherever she was, I don't know what vacation she was, and having a good time with him and kissing on him and loving on him. Was we having the same conversation about bringing him out about abuse then? No, nobody was having this conversation. But now that something done happened, we want to have the conversation. Now that Janelle done showed his hand for the 20th time, now we want to have the conversation. I say don't bring up a Saga 2.0. I say let her sit in it, because we all have to sit in our shit sometimes. When we mess up, we all have to sit in our own shit at times. And we have to think about what we have done to bring stuff on ourselves. And it's called self-infliction and self-sabotage. All the signs were there. It's not like Johnny Boy jumped up and did a 180 and flipped and started acting fool. Johnny Boy been like that since he walked in the door. Johnny Boy been like that. So this is not like, oh, this big, huge surprise. Oh my gosh, I can't believe he's acting like this. No, her same supporter praised this man, put this man all over their page. Oh, this is what a real man is like. This man sat here and antagonized another man's child. They said nothing. They kept silent. This man, just like DM said, this man was carrying a little girl. She allowed this man around her children, and to me, it was inappropriate. I would be damned if I had a little girl and she's sitting on a nigga lap. No, ma'am. She has allowed all of this. So as much as you want to blame Janelle, you have this time. You're going to have to let her take full responsibility for this, because this time she was in complete control. She could have said, no, I'm not allowing anybody around my children right now. We are going through a healing process. We are going through a separation from my husband. We went through some whatever she want to call mental and emotional abuse, and we just need to heal. That's what a woman does. Exactly. We are not contributing to the enablement. The best thing for her to do at this point is to stay off the internet, point blank, period. But we all know she won't be able to do that, though she loved the attention, whether it's positive or negative. Yes, Kimberly. And that's very true. You're still on point when you say that. That's very, very true. Let's see. Exactly. Let her argue with her ninja if she wants to. Y'all, I just say let her have it. I just say let her have it. Because there's a lot of stuff. I'm pretty sure between all the content creators on here, I'm listening between Upper, D-Hab, Luke Pie, everybody could really get on here and really go hard against Jonell. I mean, really throw him under the bus. Really. I mean, probably, I mean, it's stuff out there, evidence for days, and really go hard for her. But I ask the question, why should she? That's to me, it's enabling her and it's never going to allow her to learn. That's what I say. It's never going to allow her to learn. This time, she should have did um, what she did with LaTruth, what she should have did with LaTruth. She should have stayed silent. She should have just went through the divorce and did her healing period. You know, she wanted to speak on a little bit here, on a little bit there. Okay, whatever. They agreed to disagree, got a divorce. And she should have showed young women, this is how you heal after a relationship. This is how you focus on yourself after a marriage. This is how you focus on your kids. This is how you do this after a marriage. She showed the world, she showed young women, she showed young men that it's okay to jump from man to man to man to man after a relationship. That's what she showed. She got a divorce in March. Here it is, June, and you're talking about you're pregnant by another ninja. Make that make sense, y'all. Make that make sense. And this same ninja is the same ninja a couple months ago that was just brought out about abuse, brought out about all kind of stuff. And now you made yourself available to be pregnant by him, which we all know from the past it was planned. So I'm just saying, y'all, keep defending somebody who's only self-sabotaging themselves. Who are you protecting her from? The only person that she needs protection from is herself. Nobody else. She don't need protection from Jonell. She don't need protection from the truth. She don't need protection from nobody but herself, because she's the one that's self-sabotaging herself with her decision making, and she's self-sabotaging her children. That's my opinion. That's my opinion. Bree gonna run every man she meet away, because we all know ain't no man about to marry her with 5 kids. Shaking my head. She's stupid as hell. She should have. They were a husband. And I totally agree. But at that time, I guess she felt like, Bree not gonna let a man completely leave her. She takes a piece of them, a baby, so they have to come back. You know what? But let me tell you something. Let me tell you something about that. Hold on. At least Truth will take care of her and that ninja kids. Now she can't get nothing from this clown, but exactly. And that's what I was gonna say. So let me say this. Y'all, Jonell, excluding the physical abuse, is nothing but a mini LaTruth. And let me tell y'all what I'm saying about that. I'm not saying no abuse, excluding the physical abuse. All she did was get a younger LaTruth. That's all she did. Jonell's a Gemini, LaTruth is a Gemini. They both have certain type of careers that she was trying to go after. LaTruth only had one kid. When she met LaTruth, he only had one child. Jonell doesn't have any children. They're both in the entertainment business. They're both Geminis. They both kind of act alike a little bit. They both all she did was get a duplicate. But some characteristics are different. LaTruth is not an abuser. Not physically anyway. Hey, Kimberly W. Well, I got both my Kimberlys in here. Okay. I mean, don't work out. Just get it over. Yeah, that is something that Monique has said, Cancer 66, in one of her stand-ups. She was like, if one man don't work, you get another one and another one. And she repeated that in one of her lives, which I thought was just very immature of her. But the thing about Jonell, I'm gonna go back to her comment. The thing about Jonell is not common sense. I don't know what she thought was so different about her that she felt that she could change somebody like Jonell. Jonell it don't take a rocket scientist to figure out this young man, a young man in his early 30s, just starting his career, so-called career. He done had a few little major shots with Hulu. He trying to break into the industry. This man got no kids. He claimed his credit score is a 700. This man owns a house. He doesn't rent a house. He owns a house. Supposedly, allegedly. Okay. Why do you think that he would all of a sudden throw all that away to be with a girl permanently who has 4 children, going through a divorce, and but the benefit to her, she has some money. Y'all put puzzle by puzzle together and figure out why he was in this young lady's life. Now all of a sudden, he done planted a seed. Now, whether or not he really want that child or not, I really do not know. Because to me, he wasn't taking precaution. That's right. So yeah, Himzel is a Timu version of the truth. That's what I say. My theory is what made her think the truth would want her back after she laid up with another ninja unprotected at that and haven't been separated 2 months. That's crazy. And that's my thing, y'all. People have boosted her head up so much and said, oh, you so pretty. Oh, you so gorgeous. And granted, the young lady is a very beautiful woman. But when you boost somebody's head up and all you say is you're just pretty, but what else about you is appealing? I don't want somebody to say, "Oh gosh, gosh, Sean, you're so pretty," but I would rather say, "Gosh, you're so smart. Gosh, you have so much to offer." I would rather for somebody to talk about my insides and what I have to offer, implement to the world, than to talk about my looks. If all I got is wrong looks to offer, then I'm gonna feel like all I have to offer is myself and my body. That's it. That's all. And that's the impression that I'm getting from her, is that she feels like the only thing she has to offer to her man is a little bit of showing him how to move a little bit in it, and get some money and buy him with money and gifts and her body. That's it. That's what I'm getting. That's the impression that I'm getting. And y'all, that's a low place to be. That's a very insecure place to be. And if she does think like that, allegedly, I do feel really bad for her, because she gonna continue to let people use her. She's gonna continue to allow her children to see her in predicaments and toxic situations. And she has daughters, and she has young men that may one day have to stick up and fight for her if another man come at her any and all kind of way. That ninja don't want be bothered with them kids. That's why he ain't tell her and then be the kids to come stay with him before she had downsized. Right, Kimberly? To me, what do you mean pick and choose? We speak in facts. Wait a minute. Oh. Y'all funny. How y'all pick and choose who y'all defend against DB? All y'all need to do some soul searching. They hate in your hearts from women that y'all don't even know from. What? Okay, I'm trying to debate. Should I even address that? To me, I'm going to say this to you. Let me get this. I'm going to say this. Let me say this to you. Hey, Love Cat. And I'm going to say this with the utmost respect. You can come in here and be disrespectful and have the crazy comments, but I'm going to say this to you. Do you not remember when the truth side sat there and tried to expose Janelle for the abuse? And they tried to say, listen, you're abusing this young woman. You're this, you're that. They tried to expose it. They tried to tell the world. They tried to defend this girl, even though she was speaking up against, even though she was saying the worst things, even though she was getting her crew, her bees and stuff to come against people who were speaking up. People on the truth side was trying to bring it to light. I have Lux, and I'm probably gonna get off in a few minutes. The people on the truth side was trying to bring light to this abuse, and that was in favor of her. My thing with some people, such as yourself, making comments like this, is that you listen, you hear, but you're not listening to the content. You're not listening. Abuse is wrong, and nobody's selective on who they abuse. The girl flat out said that Robert didn't abuse her. flat out said in the hearing, in the recording. But for somebody, we're saying that Jonell is a true abuser, and we would love to expose him to the world and show people what a real abuser look like. But you make a comment like this saying, what did she say? Y'all a bunch of bitter women with no guidance and God-like features. You don't even make sense, and you don't even really have validation for what you're saying. I think you're just saying that because I guess you want your comment read, because you have no validation or no facts to back up any statement that you just made, because it makes no sense, because you're listening with your tongue and not with your ears. That's what you're doing. We literally sat there and tried to expose this man. D-Han went very hard to try to expose Jonell. Very, very hard. And know that he was an abuser. But what happened? Everybody got shot down and silenced. The bees were silenced against speaking about it. And now that we choose to stay silent about it, we're being selective. You sound crazy. And no, to me, who's putting her down? Did you not just like, oh my God, never mind, y'all. Never mind. You late, sis. You better set that notification. Set that notification bell, Lux. But Lux always be coming here. To me, why do you feel we hate her? It's denial and the enabling. Let's keep it real now. Tell her the truth and stop telling her she's beautiful every 5 minutes. And the thing about it is, Bridget, this young lady is a very beautiful young lady. And do you actually think the women in these comments really want to see her in a situation like this? But she's not going to get herself. We can't help her get out of that situation. Her bees can't help her get out of that situation. She got to help herself get out of that situation. And when people start speaking on it and helping her and trying to gather around her as Black women, all of a sudden we're bashing her. You got to pick and choose. Let me tell y'all something. You're more of a negative factor to her because you won't sit down and tell her the truth. You won't sit down and give her true statements and true facts. You rather enable her and embrace the bullshit. That's what you would rather do. That's crazy. That's crazy. And Latrue, let me tell you something to you. Let me put a little bug in your ear. I'm not a Latrue supporter. Let's just be clear about that. I'm not a Brianna supporter either. Let's be clear about that. Okay, so it's not Latrue. That's what you're typing. Kimberly. Hey, Miss E. Hey, Black Widow. Not gonna believe it until they hear she in a box room. That's what I'm Black one. That's what I say. That's what I say. But it is gonna be our fault for speaking out against it. And I said, stand down. I said, don't say nothing. Don't say nothing. Now, if something happened to her, then they're gonna be over here talking about, well, why didn't y'all stand up? Why didn't y'all speak up? No, you go help her. You go stand up for her. You go do that. Because when we tried, we got doxxed, we got talked about, we got called out names, we got bashing in our comments, just what you're doing right now. That's why I say, in my opinion, other content creators may not share my opinion. I say stay silent and let it go. That's what I say. That's what I say. Let it go. Do you guys not tell the truth every day? He can't even go live without being attacked, talking about disrespect. But you know what? That's not the way they see it, Bridget. That's not the way they see it at all. But like I told you, and you know what makes it so bad to me? The truth about him. The truth about, to me, the truth about, never mind. I can't even do it. I can't even do it. I can't even do it. Hey, Yolanda. Touch Nail and Beauty Bar. What's going on, beautiful? I can't even do it, girl. Her fans just like her toxic, hurt, bitter, and been hurt by a man, period. That's just crazy. That's crazy to me. Amen. A lot of these women are low down and dirty, vague, with low self-esteem and believe in having a piece of man over no man. If Brianna listen us rather than them, she wouldn't be in this position. Where's the bashing? The truth hurts. I'm not a fan of either. That's what you need to know. I can't tell to me. I can't really tell. Because you're not listening to the content. You're listening to speak and I'm sorry, you're typing to speak and you're not typing to listen. Listen to what I'm saying. This is for her. If you realize something is for somebody, then you'll realize that it's more so doing some good. I'm gonna tell you something. I'm just gonna be real with you. If I sat down with her right now and had a conversation with her, I would definitely tell her the same thing. Like, listen, girl, you too intelligent, you too pretty to keep putting yourself back in the same situation over and over again. You need to take time to heal and focus on you and your children. Don't wait till situations get bad to say, oh, I'm gonna focus on my children. Do it regardless. When that stuff went down with her and the truth, the first thing she should have did was just take some time for herself. She deserves that. Now, if that's bashing her, then I digress. Did I speak to good morning, gorgeous? I think I did. Oh, there you go. These folks bring into the light. These folks bring into the light the very thing we see. That's why I don't care what's going on with her. And see, Lux Pro, that's where I'm at with it. That's where I'm at with it. I'm right there with it. And that's why I say this personally will be the only live that I speak about this particular. That's why I say I think everybody should just stand down and let her fight her own battle with Janelle. Because apparently we damn if we do and damn if we don't. If we say we gonna expose Janelle for the abuser that he is and try to help her out, then we're wrong. Stay out of her business. It's all on the truth, blah, blah, blah. And then if we say we're not going to say nothing, we're selective on who we want to take up for an abuser. So it's damn if you do, and it's damn if you don't. So that's crazy to me. Let her go through her karma in peace. Thank you, Lux. Exactly. I'm sorry she has cried once so many times on her to figure it out. I pray that God gives her strength. Exactly. I think the best thing that we all can do is pray for her and pray for her children, that this all works in her favor and that she comes out on this victorious and successful, and that God really, really takes her and heal her this time so she won't have to experience the abuse. The truth is she lied on the good one and protected the wrong one. Thank you, Kimberly. Hey, Denise. We are not biased over here. Listen to the entire live. I can't. You can't speak on either and not speak. Okay. Any grown woman with a brain can see what it is with Brian, and it's clear her situation is, and it has not been solid good since the beginning. But you can't say anything. Good morning, gorgeous. The problem is she don't like to hear the truth, and she can't handle constructive criticism, period. And that's exactly what it is. It's constructive criticism. It's not bashing. And that's what people need to understand the truth. It's not negative. It's called constructive criticism. I concur. This is her battle, not mine. Exactly. And that is what I'm saying. I'm saying let her fight this battle on her own and everybody digress with it. That's what I'm saying. So, Tamik, for your information, I say let her handle it on her own. That way, you ain't got to worry about nobody speaking about it. How about that? And if something happened to her, don't come and say, well, you guys didn't say anything. You guys, blah. Tamik, so you're saying Brianna has no salt in her own demise. She brings everything to happen to her to the internet. Y'all get out. Thank you, Love Cat. We can be our own worst enemy sometimes. And right now, she is her own worst enemy. It's not Janelle. It's not him, because she can shut him out and shut the door on him at any time. She is completely in control of that. Y'all got to think about the decisions that you make. She chooses to lie on an innocent man, but wants to protect the one who's actually abusing her. The real people that was trying to help her, she turned. Exactly. Exactly. And the bottom line, Amora has a very strong voice. She has a very powerful voice behind her. She could come out and really, really help Brianna. But this is the same woman that was in her corner, and she turned around and she said, hey, mind your business. So I would tell Amora, continue to mind your business. That's my take on it. Continue to mind your business. They are delusional. That's real. Back on them. She got to get herself three out of what she done to herself. I say that to make her. She was windmilling all the place in the saga. 3G, what's going on? Truth is, there shouldn't have never been another situation with her this soon. Should have sat down and dealt with her trauma from her choices within her marriage. That is such a 100% true statement. And that's all we're saying. And this is coming from experience. When you go through a marriage, when you go through a breakup, when you go through a death, marriage is like a death. You have to heal. You have to grieve it. You have to grieve it. And if you've never been married and you've never been in a long-term relationship where you had to part ways from it, then of course you may not understand. This is something you have to heal from and that you have to take time for yourself to figure out. And if you're getting in the same type of relationships over and over and over again, then you have to understand it is something about you that's attracting this type of man. It's something about you that's attracting that type of man. So maybe something about you need to change so you can attract the right type of man for you and your children. Where's the lie in that? I'm being okay. Okay. Do you really believe Bree doesn't? Cancer 66 says, to me, do you really believe Bree doesn't know one to talk about her situation with John? Remember, nobody would know nothing if she didn't post about it. Just saying. Even when Amora tried to talk to her, she gave that lady her ass to kiss as hard as Amora was going for her. Shaking my head, she's untrustworthy, period. But here it is, she's speaking. I have no idea what you're saying at this time to me because I don't even know how to address you anymore. Hey, too cute, what's going on? Tariq was talking about John Breed, not Bree and RH. You know that, right? John is abusive. You know that, right? That's who she should have been dealing with, John. Amore, because the rest of them ain't mean her no good and still don't. Exactly. Exactly, Kimberly. Brianna needs to turn her window into a mirror. You got that right. Hey, girl, say that again. Yes. Yes. And we all could do that. To me, why she got to speak on RH? He got nothing. Every single time I go live and I even mention this man, I'm speaking about RH. I'm speaking about RH. I'm speaking about RH. And y'all know sometimes you can't even mention this woman without talking about RH. I mean, come on, we talking about abuse allegations. Y'all want that man to be responsible for all her downfalls, but Jesus, I'm so sorry that he was the cause of her getting pregnant by Janelle. I'm so sorry that he was the cause. Maybe if he wouldn't have left her, let me give you this. Maybe if he wouldn't have left her, then she wouldn't have got involved with Janelle. She wouldn't have experienced secondhand abuse with Janelle. She wouldn't have got married again. I mean, I'm sorry, she wouldn't have got pregnant again. She wouldn't have experienced the things that she may, I don't know, maybe her child wouldn't have experienced being hit in the chest. All that is the true fault. And God darn it, the truth, I don't understand. All you cause all that on Brianna. Jesus. Oh my God. Well, to me, let me tell you, I do not speak on RH. Let's be clear about that. I don't even speak on his content. Let's be clear about that. But I still say Amora need to speak out about Cornell, just like she dragged the truth in talking about Justin Core ex-husband, period, in my opinion. You know what, Kimberly? I do say if she want to speak out, then I would think she's speaking out from her own personal way. I would have nothing, I would, not say she was wrong or right for speaking out of it, but I wouldn't speak out it from a stance that I'm defending anyone. I would speak out on the fact that I'm speaking about abuse and abuse only, and I would use that situation as an example, but I would not actually speak on that particular content, if you understand what I'm saying. They blame RH for everything, like what the world. If I have to do this type of embarrassment for views, they can have the whole Facebook check. You got that right. They can't get help but to throw the truth in it when they were the same ones that said she was happy and moved on with Ja. Hey, well, you know what? And you know what? Let me say something just for you saying that statement. I say this. If she is happy with him and she wants people to start speaking about him, I say, okay, honor her wishes. Honor her wishes. That's what I say. Thank you. Thank you. Good morning, gorgeous. Kelly, but notice how she acted around with you from Cornell not in the picture, though. Yes, you do notice that, right? I'm pretty sure we all have noticed this. It's not an embarrassment to her because y'all don't know her. She doesn't care about what y'all say. It is just making that check bigger. It's all a game. Okay, well, I'm glad I'm contributing to feeding her kids. She brought this on herself. Where is the accountability that she says she have? She ain't gotta drag him, but she need to address it. Yes, Kimberly, exactly. I agree with that. I say she needs to speak on it. What she knew to be true. Okay. Then again, drag his ass some more. Kimberly, you switched up fast, ain't it, girl? I don't. You know what, consistency at this point, I just think you just probably just need to overlook it because I don't even know how to answer her anymore. And when I don't, let me tell y'all something about myself. When I get to a point where if I'm having a conversation with you and I see that the conversation may not, or the dialogue between me and you may not be going anywhere, and you just choose to stay in the spot that you're in, and we can't agree to disagree, it's better just to leave it alone. I go silent. I'm telling you. I will not talk to anybody it's just a silent thing for me. I've learned to just to go silent on people, just to leave them alone and leave them where they at. Just leave them where they at. I can't do it. We are not pressed. Tell her to stop bringing her business to social media. Folks will stop talking about her. Period. Hey, Jazo, what is going on? Girl, she ain't get no bag off me. Girl, she ain't get no kind of bag off me because I ain't been loud about the girl. Just probably maybe, girl, do you know how many months it's been since people went live about her? Girl, what is you talking about? But I don't know if y'all noticed when Amora didn't realize the allegations were true. She stopped promoting Josh. She would not speak on. Yep, she sure did. She did stop speaking about him. Yeah, Kimberly. Bridget, say that again, girl. Say it again. Say that again. Say it again. If she get in the bag, please buy you some real estate, buy you some land, go own a house and stop renting. I hate to see that I'm helping somebody get the bag and they're not using the bag to invest. So that's crazy. How would you anyway? Kat, thank you. Girl, bye. It's the Libra, girl. It's that Libra. I can't do it. I can't do it. Beauty for ashes, so people stop talking about her and she will lose money then, right? How is that being fair to her? To me, it shouldn't be to anybody with the sense love of money is the root of all evil. She doesn't care. You know what to me, and you know what, y'all, this is such a true statement. She doesn't care how y'all feel or say it's been proven. Let me say this. If you don't care, if a person doesn't care how another person feels or what they say, then why bring your business to the internet for people to comment on it? When you bring your business to the internet, you're bringing it because you want feedback. When you go to somebody with your problem, you want feedback. You care about what they say. I'm gonna tell you something. You don't know my business because I don't care what you think. So therefore, I'm not gonna bring it to the internet because I could care less about what you think. So I'm not bringing it. But I'm gonna take it to somebody that I care about what they say. So if she bring her business to the internet and she posts a whole book on Facebook, guess what? She care about what people say and what people think. That's just common sense. Just saying. You be trying to drop jewels. Maybe you can take that back to her. Maybe she'll listen to you. You do know that most of the content creators who used to speak on her didn't give her views by watching her content. People sent them screenshots. Exactly, Cancer 66. That's exactly right. When we dead and gone, we can't take money or none of this material shit with us. Exactly. Limited comments. Okay, she cares. Okay, to me, she went and limited the comments on her post. Does that mean that she doesn't care, or it means that she was afraid that she was going to hear something that she didn't want to see because she cared, right? Oh my God. At this point, it's called get a different way to make income because this is not working for her. More comments equal more money. Why limit them? I'm just saying. I'm just saying. But okay, girl. But okay, girl. But you know what? In return, we helping each other because when she give us content, we make money too. Did you know that? Mm. That's something for you to marvel at, right? Mm. Okay, I'm just asking. I ain't know. Hey, Cynthia. Yo, it's almost funny. I think she's just trying to be funny. I'm not even gonna block her or delete her. Or Scorpio, yeah, y'all don't even Kim, Bridget or Scorpio. Yeah, just let her go on. Scorpio said she said she got a masquerade and shit, and she should have something to fall back on. That's what I say. If she doesn't care, then she shouldn't be affected by what's being said. I'm just saying. But I digress. Took the words right out of my mouth, truthfully. The words right out my mouth. But I digress. I will never go and comment and chat with people who I don't support. That's why you know it's somebody that does support what we're saying. Good morning. We we can't comment because there's limited. It's 9 comments on that post. Exactly. I'm just saying when y'all make certain comments, and I know y'all want to be funny, and I know y'all want to try to make a joke, and I know y'all think that y'all coming in here and you think you ate by saying something. You gotta really think about who you're going up against or who you're talking to. Love that. Thank you. I said this before. She was always praising. Cynthia, did I speak to you? I'm sorry, boo. I said this before. She was always praising that her husband was allowing her to stay home to be a full-time mom. But now that you're divorced from your husband, you are always outside. Exactly. Word on the street that Facebook check is late. So let's see what happens. Y'all, if y'all again, I know y'all probably heard this many, many times. Y'all, Facebook has got a lot of lawsuits against them, and I stated this about 2 lives ago. Facebook got a lot of lawsuits against them now. They just dished out 7 billion, not 7 million, $7 billion in April, and they got another piece that they got to dish out. They ain't giving out no money. They're not giving out money. And let's just be clear right there. As much as she used to go live, going live brings you in content, comments, and all of that. She hasn't been going live lately, so apparently she's more hip to this than obviously the people in the comments that you should know about. Obviously, she got sense enough to know that even the money ain't money. you know, however you want to put it, even the money ain't coming in right on Facebook. The checks ain't checking. The checks ain't being, I mean, it's not. The social media, I keep telling y'all, social media is like the dope game. It's gonna be gone here. You gotta work extra hard to get the little bit you got, and then it can be gone tomorrow. And I said she should have took that money and invested and not try to invest it into a man that can go and hit the door at any time. And Janelle has proved time and time again that he's exposable, period, or that she's exposable to him. I mean, how many times somebody got to knock you over the head and teach you, hey, I'll walk at any time and I won't claim you. He does not claim her and has not. And I'm not saying that's good, that's not a bad thing, but I would never want to be with a man who can treat me like a queen and claim me as much as, listen, be with a man who loves you, not who you love. Be with a man who loves you, because when you be with a man who loves you, he gonna treat you like a queen. He gonna treat you better than you treat yourself. You ain't gonna ever have to come out the pocket hardly for anything unless you just want to. The bag ain't bagging. There you go. The bag ain't bagging. Thank you. Good morning, gorgeous. Kimberly, girl, always outside. Kimberly, girl. Hey, Floria. I don't believe she actually wants to be in the house with those kids, so why not go get a regular ass? It's gonna end up being like that. Thank you, Cancer 66. How are we driving her views out? We don't watch her, but you're helping. Exactly. Thank you for the view to me. I appreciate that, girl. Thank you. Thank you, girl. Dawn being confirmed that she's a shitty mama. Cornell is in her life, and that's sad as hell. That's why I don't respect the broad. Y'all, Kimberly gonna tell it raw. You hear me? Kimberly gonna tell it raw. Y'all, I have learned plenty. I have learned, and through this saga, if y'all have not learned anything through this saga from relationships and after, it's not even about just her and them. It's just this whole thing is a whole lesson. Y'all have watched a young lady completely self-destruct in front of your face. Self-destruct in front of your face. Self-destruct in front of your face. That's what you, and it's, to me, it's a very sad situation. It's a very sad situation. And like I said in the beginning, and I've always said this, I have always wanted her to do well. I've always wanted her to do it. When times when I seen her, I said, this is a little bit of hope right here. I can see her doing big things. She's being positive, and then boom, she hit us with something crazy. I'm like, God dirty. I just when I have a little bit of hope. Just when I have a little bit of hope. Well, as a Libra, y'all, we are very open-minded. We always are open-minded. We like to see two sides of everything. We never like to see a negative side. We like to see both sides. So it's just like I said when I first came into the saga, that I seen negatives from both sides. The only thing that I was more interested in is just I did not see any evidence of any abuse from the truth. So I wanted to help with that. And also trying to give him a legal route to getting his child. That was the only purpose. But as far as their characters, I don't know them people. I ain't got nothing to do with that. But I see their actions and their maybe behavior that I don't like from both parties. Hey, Robin. Ah, thank you, Kimberly. Thank you, my dear. Thank you so much. Lord Jesus have mercy. And it's not what you want to listen to. Yo, girl, listen. Tamik, thank you for your comments, girl. I appreciate you, girl. I really do. I appreciate you so much. Discovery said, "Why are you here? And this is not what you want to listen to." Because this is why she wants to be here, y'all. Y'all gotta understand that she wants to be here. So I think she just wants to be a comedian. So just let her be a comedian. She know what she's saying don't make no sense, y'all. Just it's almost like, let me ask y'all a question. Is she a LaTrue supporter or a Brianna supporter? I'm not sure. I don't got them mixed up so much. I don't even know anymore. So, but this saga to me, y'all, and I'm gonna get off of here in about 5 minutes. This saga to me, y'all, was called self-destruction. Self-destruction. You watch a young lady self-destruct. Now we have to sit here and watch her try to get herself back up out of a second hole that she has dug herself. From 2022 to 2023, it was a facade, it was a mess, it was chaos. Now it is, here's 2024. It is going into a whole nother mess, but it ain't got nothing, not nothing, as Jeannie would say, nothing to do with Roberts. Nothing. Okay, good morning, gorgeous. I've seen that name before, but I don't know where I've seen it at. This time, 2024 is on her and her by herself. But I'm gonna tell y'all this. I myself, I support DM, I support Upper, I thought so, good morning, gorgeous. I thought so. I've seen her name several times. Okay, so now she's on God. Now she's about praying and she's on God. So okay. I'm gonna let Kimberly take that. But I support all of them and their views, and you know what they say. My take is, I just feel like this should be a battle that she should be fighting. I don't think nobody should fight this battle for her. I think she should fight this battle. I'm just saying. Hey, Miss Sexy Ray. I'm just saying she should. This battle is something that she's going to have to fight on her own. And unfortunately, as far as that NDA, if she did sign an NDA, if that end, I'm gonna tell you something. An NDA off of the internet is not an NDA. Okay, that's not an NDA. But if he did have her sign an NDA for an attorney or something like that, yeah, she probably need to keep it quiet. But all this NDA crap, y'all act like y'all A-list people. What the hell? Who signs an NDA to somebody who's a C-list? I'm not understanding that part. Let me say, if I gotta be in a relationship, or if I gotta have a friend that I gotta get you to sign an NDA, then I don't need to be around you. I don't need to be around you, because bottom line is obviously I have to keep your mouth sealed because I know you talk too much, and that's why I'm asking you to sign an NDA. I wish a ninja would be with me and say, I need you to sign an NDA. For what? Police. Exactly, police. It's already out there. It's already been exposed. The worst has been exposed. Let me tell y'all something. Y'all want to know something? I'm gonna tell you how she gonna get past that. Now, what I'm gonna say is she ain't no dumb girl. How she gonna get past that is she ain't gotta say nothing herself, but other people sure can say it for her, but it ain't coming out her mouth. And all she gotta do is speak in third person. She ain't never gotta speak directly. If she's speaking in third person, they could never say that she was talking about him. It's always a way around everything. You know, good morning, gorgeous. I don't really know. If it was, I don't think it was like legit, not to me. Thank you, Robin. Kimberly said to me, I'm going to let you live. Girl, I don't know why you got Kimberly started. Live, love, and get your. I don't know why she got Kimberly started. I'm gonna let Kimberly handle that. You know, but anyway, good morning, gorgeous. I really don't even know. I really do think the NDA, if she did sign an NDA, if it was not confirmed and or notarized by a legit person, I don't know. I really don't. I don't know what type of NDAs they're talking about. Oh my God. You know, Tamika, whatever your name is, Tamika, do you know why I'm letting you stay in here? Because you are funny. That's why I'm letting you stay in here, because you're funny. And at this point, you're a joke. Because you're saying stuff that don't even make sense. At this point, you're a joke. And it's funny what you're saying. And the funniest part about it is you believe what you're saying. So good morning, Gordon said, I don't think he did. I think she's just waiting until she knows it's really over with them. It's a matter of time before he's exposed publicly. I believe so. And it may not come from her. It may come from another source, because I think, because she has talked to people, it may come from other sources, not her. But I don't know how legit that is, y'all. Yeah, truthfully, I believe that too. I believe that too. Something is just telling me it's just not a legit one. It's not legit. It's just like when people always say that they can serve you with a cease and desist. People don't understand that a cease and desist letter and a cease and desist order is two different things. A cease and desist letter is not. It's just a warning letter. It's not really like something that you got to do. It's not a threat to anybody. They can't really do anything to you. But a cease and desist order comes straight from a judge. So it's a difference. So you got to pay attention to people's terminology. So an NDA, it could be something that they signed, but it wasn't legitly, like filed. Like some stuff have to be legitly notarized and signed by an attorney or a judge, or it's just certain ways things are legally done, paperwork that legally done, that you can just throw anything out to the wind and say, okay, is this? So I don't really know. I don't really know. I don't know if her assets are that big enough for her to have signed an NDA. But that's a whole nother subject, y'all. So I need to walk around and tell my friends that they need. You might need to, Scorpio. Girl, you might need to have them sign an NDA for real. Oh my God. Jesus have mercy. Bridget, they do too much, says he net says she whoever they ask. This girl said he, she, whoever got the right one. Wait, you got turned down. You still talking mess? Like, just enjoy the show, pretty much. Girl, pretty much. Oh my God. You a chat co-signer, huh? Kimberly, it isn't even worth windmilling at this point. We're not helping Josh, so they argue with themselves pretty much. Pretty much, yeah. Bridget, I don't even know if she has enough assets because she doesn't own anything. So y'all, India has a lot to do with stuff that you own. It's got to be worth it. It's got to be worth you doing an NDA. You know what I'm saying? So I really don't know. I have my doubts, but that's just my opinion. Bridget better know how they look. I'm a little tipsy. Oh, girl. Mm-mm. Kimberly is funny. Her asset is play. Scorpio, no, you didn't. Her asset is like, girl, y'all, I'm getting up out of here. I am getting up out of here for real. Tamika, I hope you had your little fun because I think you just came in here to start and then you're going to start with Kimberly out of all people. That probably wasn't a good idea. That's to come in here with these supporters was crazy. Yeah, Kimberly, she's funny. She doing her thing in here tonight, ain't it? You can tell it's Saturday night. It's almost 1 o'clock in the morning, y'all. Bridget said, so Sean, they made 50K a year or month and don't own nothing. See, you know what, Sean? Oh damn, I'm talking to my damn self. I mean Bridget. Bridget, that is exactly right. They don't own anything. They don't own anything. And that's what I have an issue with, is that people don't understand, with all that money that you're making, you don't own anything. So when you do an NDA, right? When you do an NDA, you're going to do it against stuff that they own, property or assets that actually have their name on it. So that's more work doing an NDA. And a lawyer will advise you of that, of the assets. Like, say if she does speak, what is he going to sue her for? Her Facebook check? She could stop talking at any time and not make any money. You want to go after somebody who has assets and they own something that you can actually take that's in their name, or you can put a lien on it. There's nothing to put a lien on when it comes to her. So that's why I say I have my doubts about the NDA. Hey, Amelia. Oh my God, Scorpio Goddess. I am so excited about seeing Bad Boys for Life. Oh my gosh. I want to go see that. Oh, y'all wish we was all in the same state. We go see that movie. I want to go see that movie. I'm going to see it. I'm going to see it. I'll get off here. I'm getting ready to go. I'm getting ready to get up off here because Kimberly is going in. Lord have mercy. I'm getting ready to get up off here, y'all. It's almost 1 o'clock in the morning, and I still have not watched the first episode of Power Book. I still haven't watched the first episode of Power Book, so I gotta go watch that, y'all, before I turn in and go to sleep. But I stated my opinion, y'all. If y'all want to know my opinion about that, I say stand down, let her fight her own battle, and let's see how it comes out. And all y'all can do is put your hands together and just pray for her and hope that she comes out of this okay. And Kimberly, I want you to go to bed and I want you to go to sleep, girl. Get you some rest, girl. To me, for you to just talk, how you gonna talk about God in one sentence and then cussing somebody out in the next sentence? I don't believe Kimberly said anything about God in none of her comments, but you said something about God and then you turn around. Now, if that's not something to marvel at, I mean, make that make sense, girl. I mean, make up your mind. Do you want to be a Christian or do you want to be a devil? I mean, girl, make it make sense. Jesus Christ. Girl, what you talking about? Y'all, she said, where you see me cuss at? See, this is what I'm getting off. You just cussed in your last comment, girl. Or guy, or who, I don't know. I don't know. What guy, girl? Kimberly said guy, girl, whoever it is, I don't know. I don't know. Girl, look at your last comment. See, this is why I'm not paying you any attention. This is why. Oh my gosh. Girl, let me get off this. Let me get off this because that's why I say y'all don't pay. Kimberly, go to bed. Get you some rest. Love you, girl. Love you, Bridget. Scorpio goddess. I had fun with y'all. Amelia, Truth Slayer. Good morning, gorgeous. Cynthia, Miss Sexy Ray. Let's see who else was in here. Of course, Kimberly. Both Kimberlys was in here. She might be gone though. The other one might be gone. Robin. She might be gone. Both Robins. I think was both Robins in here. No, Robin Buttercup wasn't in here. Okay, good morning. But anyway, I'm getting ready to get out here, y'all. You guys, I had fun with y'all. Not me laughing at Michelle calling her own. Girl, did you hear that? See, you always catching me in something, True Slayer. Did you, girl? Yes, you seen that? You heard that? I'm going to bed, y'all. I know that's how you know I'm tired as hell. But anyway, y'all, good night, and I will talk to y'all later. To me, girl, if you don't go to church in the morning and leave Kimberly alone. Anyway, good night, y'all. I'm out. See you later.